The early 14th century witnessed the rise of the Delhi Sultanate in India. Under the ambitious Alauddin Khalji, the Sultanate expanded rapidly. Alauddin, hungry for wealth and power, set his sights on the wealthy kingdoms of the south. In 1308, he unleashed his trusted general, Malik Kafur, on a devastating campaign. Malik Kafur, a former slave who rose to prominence through military acumen, was a ruthless and efficient commander. His mission was clear: subjugate the southern kingdoms and bring back their riches. Little did the rulers of the south know, a storm was brewing on the horizon. This marked the beginning of a period of unprecedented upheaval in the history of South India. South India, at the turn of the 14th century, was a land of relative peace and prosperity. The Cholas, once mighty, had waned, leaving the Pandyas to dominate the Tamil landscape. The Pandyas, from their capital in Madurai, presided over a flourishing kingdom known for its magnificent temples and vibrant culture. These temples, repositories of immense wealth and symbols of Tamil pride, became the primary targets of Malik Kafur's rapacity. The invasion, swift and brutal, left an indelible mark on the social, religious, and cultural landscape of the region. The echoes of this conquest reverberate even today. Malik Kafur's army, a well-equipped force of Turkish, Afghan, and Mongol horsemen, cut a swathe through the Deccan. They were accompanied by elephants trained for war and logistics, striking fear into the hearts of the southerners. The Sultanate army, used to the arid north, faced a new challenge in the humid tropical south. Yet they adapted quickly, their advance relentless and unstoppable. Malik Kafur, a brilliant strategist, employed a mix of diplomacy and brute force. He exploited existing rivalries between the southern kingdoms to weaken resistance. Those who submitted were spared, while those who resisted faced the full might of the Delhi Sultanate. The invasion marked a clash of two distinct cultures. The north, under the Delhi Sultanate, was predominantly Islamic, influenced by Persian and Central Asian traditions. The south, under Tamil dynasties, was a bastion of ancient Tamil culture with its own unique language, art, and architecture. The encounter, while violent and destructive, also led to some degree of cultural exchange. This exchange, however, was largely one-sided, with the invaders dictating terms. The impact on art, architecture, and religious practices in the south was significant, leaving lasting traces on the cultural tapestry of the region. Malik Kafur's first target was the heart of the Pandyan kingdom, the magnificent city of Madurai. Known for its towering temple complexes and rich literary traditions, Madurai stood as a symbol of Pandyan power and piety. The city, unprepared for the scale of the invasion, fell after a brief siege. The invading army, driven by promises of plunder, unleashed a wave of destruction upon the city. The sack of Madurai, a turning point in South Indian history, marked the beginning of the end for the Pandyan dynasty. The magnificent Meenakshi Temple, dedicated to the goddess Parvati, was not spared. Its towering gopurams, adorned with intricate carvings, were desecrated and looted. The temple, a repository of vast wealth accumulated over centuries, was stripped bare. Gold, silver, precious stones, and even the copper roofing were carried away by the invaders. The destruction of temples, central to the religious and social life of the people, was aimed at breaking their spirit. The trauma of this event is etched in the collective memory of the region. The sack of Madurai sent shockwaves across the southern kingdoms. The speed and brutality of the invasion left them stunned. Malik Kafur, emboldened by his victory, marched south towards the tip of the Indian peninsula. His aim was to conquer the entire southern coast and establish the Sultanate's dominance. Along the way, he continued his campaign of temple destruction, targeting any place of worship that held significant wealth or religious importance. This strategy, while effective in the short term, sowed the seeds of resentment that would have long-term consequences. The fall of the Pandyas created a power vacuum in the region. Local chieftains, sensing an opportunity, rose in rebellion against the Sultanate's rule. These rebellions, though ultimately unsuccessful, demonstrated the resilience of the local population. The people of Tamil Nadu, deeply connected to their land and traditions, were not easily subdued. Their resistance, fueled by religious fervor and a sense of injustice, would continue in various forms for centuries to come. The invasion, while devastating, could not extinguish the flame of Tamil culture and identity.